Well, Swifties, get ready. Taylor Swift is heading back to the big screen. Cinemark is hosting the official release party for a Showgirl. The limited 3-day event features exclusive behind-the-scenes content, new lyric videos, and the world premiere of her latest music video, The Fate of Ophelia. Tickets are on sale now for a showing starting October 3rd.
The moment I got wind of Taylor Swift throwing her highly anticipated album release party, I knew this wasn't going to be just another star-studded Hollywood gathering. No, this was going to be the event. The one where only the chosen few, the most powerful, most influential names in the entertainment industry get to rub shoulders while the rest of the world sits outside scrolling through their phones, seething with jealousy. And let me tell you, the guest list I managed to uncover will not only make your jaw drop, but it's already causing a tidal wave of backlash online. Because while Swifties are desperate to defend their queen, fans of other celebrities are livid, calling this entire gathering a smug, elitist display of Hollywood excess. The first name on the list is Beyoncé. Yes, the queen herself. When I saw her name confirmed, I couldn't help but laugh. Taylor Swift and Beyoncé under the same roof on the same night? That's like two planets colliding. Swifties and the Bayhive have been at each other's throats for years, but now Taylor has extended the golden invitation to Beyoncé. Some fans are already accusing Taylor of trying to one-up Beyoncé by flexing her power in the music industry. Think about it. Taylor throws a release party, Beyoncé shows up, and the cameras eat it alive. Who looks bigger? Who looks more in control? It's not just a party, it's a battle for dominance. Then comes Drake. That's right, Drizzy himself is on the list, and his name alone has set Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram ablaze. Drake has always been the kind of guy who positions himself in the middle of major cultural moments, but showing up for Taylor Swift's party? That's going to sting for other artists. Fans are already blasting him as a clout chaser, accusing him of siding with Taylor just to stay relevant. And trust me, when that first paparazzi shot of Taylor and Drake laughing together hits the internet, the outrage is going to be nuclear. Now let's talk about Selena Gomez. She's Taylor's best friend, so of course she's there, but here's where it gets messy. Fans are speculating that Selena and Taylor's friendship has been on shaky ground for months, and the fact that Selena is attending this party is being seen as either a staged PR stunt or a desperate attempt to keep their public image intact. Swifties are celebrating, but some Gomez fans are rolling their eyes, saying Selena is only there to stay in Taylor's spotlight. It's messy, it's dramatic, and it's everything this release party needed. And don't even get me started on Kim Kardashian. Yes, you heard me, Kim Kardashian. The same woman who once went to war with Taylor during the infamous Kanye West feud. Her name being on the list is pure gasoline on a fire that was already blazing. Fans are calling this move disgusting and fake, accusing Taylor of selling out her principles just for media headlines. Others are spinning it the opposite way, claiming this is Taylor's power play, forcing Kim into her world and reclaiming the narrative. Either way, people are furious. I don't even care where you stand. It's controversial, it's polarizing, and it's exactly why this party is being talked about more than the album itself. Now here's a curveball, Harry Styles. Yes, Taylor's ex, the man who inspired some of her most heartbreaking lyrics, is rumored to be on the list. The internet is already eating itself alive over this one. Some fans say it's proof Taylor has matured. Others are screaming that it's a betrayal of everything she stood for. Imagine Harry walking into that party, the cameras flashing, Taylor smiling across the room, and every single gossip blog ready to write a reunion headline. Swifties are shaking, directioners are fuming, and the whole thing reeks of PR manipulation. And I love every second of it. But it doesn't stop there. On the list is also Billie Eilish, who has had her own controversies with fans online about shading Taylor in the past. Bringing Billie into the circle feels like another deliberate move from Taylor to either squash beef or fuel it further. Fans are already calling it hypocritical. How can Taylor invite someone who allegedly shaded her just months ago? But that's Taylor Swift for you. She thrives on flipping narratives, and this party is no exception. Rihanna is also set to make an appearance, which has stirred up even more chaos. Riri fans are livid, saying she doesn't need Taylor, she doesn't need this kind of association, and that it cheapens her brand. But let's be honest, Rihanna showing up at this party only amplifies the star power. It's almost too much to process. Imagine a single photo of Rihanna, Beyoncé, and Taylor all together at one event. That's not a release party, that's a cultural earthquake. On top of that, we've got Ed Sheeran, Taylor's longtime collaborator, which feels predictable but still effective. The problem? Fans are accusing Taylor of recycling her inner circle while pretending to innovate. Others are furious that Ed gets an invite while other big names in the industry don't. It's petty, it's unnecessary, but it's exactly the kind of controversy that keeps this story alive. And rounding out the list, we've got Justin Bieber. Yes, Justin freaking Bieber. His presence alone is enough to set Swifties on fire, given the long and complicated history between him, his manager Scooter Braun, and Taylor herself. Fans are already calling this move fake forgiveness, while others are branding it as Taylor lowering her standards. Either way, Bieber showing up guarantees chaos. So there you have it. 10 of the most powerful, most influential names in music, all tied to Taylor Swift's release party. But let me be brutally honest, this isn't just about celebration. This isn't just about music. This is about control, power, and showing the entire world that Taylor Swift owns the cultural conversation. Fans outside of the circle are green with envy, hurling accusations of elitism and hypocrisy. Parents are already lashing out, saying this kind of event sends the wrong message to children, glamorizing excess and toxic celebrity worship, and critics are lining up to call this nothing more than a circus designed to overshadow the actual music. But here's the kicker. I don't think Taylor cares. I think she thrives on this backlash, on this tidal wave of outrage, because it keeps her at the center of every conversation. And whether you love her or hate her, you can't look away. That's why this release party will go down as one of the most infamous, most talked about celebrity events of the decade. And you better believe I'll be right here tearing down every fake smile, every staged photo, and every headline that comes out of it. And you know what? I'm not even done tearing this thing apart, because if you think this party is just going to be a glamorous gathering where everyone smiles, takes pictures, and pretends they love each other, you're dead wrong. This release party is already shaping up to be a minefield of egos, betrayals, fake friendships, and simmering rivalries that are going to explode the second those cameras start rolling. Let's be real, Taylor didn't invite these celebrities just out of kindness or camaraderie. No, every single name on this list was calculated, handpicked, and strategically positioned to send a message. Beyoncé? That's Taylor flexing her power by putting herself on equal footing with one of the biggest cultural icons of all time. Drake? That's Taylor showing she can bring hip-hop royalty into her world with one phone call. Kim Kardashian? That's Taylor forcing her old enemy into the spotlight so she can stand taller, smug, and unbothered. This isn't just a party, it's chess. And Taylor Swift is playing everyone like pawns. And fans are losing their damn minds. You scroll through social media right now and it's chaos. Swifties are defending every move, saying Taylor is inclusive, mature, and brilliant for putting all these heavyweights under one roof. But let's call it what it is, an elite inner circle where only the richest, most powerful, most untouchable stars are allowed. Meanwhile, millions of ordinary fans are stuck outside, refreshing their timelines, begging for scraps of blurry photos while their so-called idol is inside sipping champagne with billionaires and megastars? How's that for connection? How's that for relatability? It's a slap in the face, and people are starting to wake up to it. Parents, too, are beginning to rage about this whole circus. I've already seen threads blasting Taylor for normalizing toxic celebrity culture and creating a spectacle that teaches kids that fame, money, and excess are all that matter. They're furious that this party is being treated like a bigger deal than the actual music. And let's not sugarcoat it. This is exactly the kind of party that gets glamorized in magazines, where children grow up idolizing the guest list instead of appreciating the art. That's the controversy nobody wants to admit, but I'll say it. Taylor's release party is shaping up to be less about music and more about flaunting power, rubbing it in the faces of fans, and letting her enemies know she runs this industry. But the drama doesn't stop there. Think about the dynamics inside that room. You've got Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber rumored to be under the same roof because of Justin's invite. You know what that means. Awkward glances, fake smiles, maybe even an explosive moment if the cameras catch it. Do you really think Taylor isn't counting on that? Of course she is. Every bit of drama adds fuel to her release. People won't just talk about the album, they'll talk about the party, the feuds, the reconciliations, the scandals. That's not coincidence, that's manipulation, and it's brilliant, but it's also ruthless. Harry Styles? Don't think for a second his presence won't stir up chaos. Fans are already spinning conspiracy theories that Taylor and Harry are rekindling something that their old spark could ignite right in front of their fiancés and exes. That's the kind of storyline that tabloids would kill for. And here's the ugly truth. Taylor knows it. She knows exactly how the media works, and she's feeding them storylines on a silver platter. Then there's Rihanna. Let me be brutally honest, Rihanna doesn't need this. She doesn't need Taylor. She doesn't need to stand in anyone's shadow. But her showing up sends a clear message that Taylor Swift's gravitational pull in this industry is so strong that even someone as powerful as Rihanna can't ignore it. And that's driving Rihanna fans insane. They're calling her a sellout, saying she's lowering herself to be part of Taylor's PR machine. And once again, Taylor doesn't care. Because whether they hate her or love her, they're still talking about her. And don't underestimate the optics of putting Billie Eilish in the mix. Fans already know there's been subtle tension between them. Some say Billie has thrown shade in interviews. Others say Taylor has ignored her in big public moments. Now suddenly they're friends at a party? Please. That's not friendship. That's Taylor pulling strings, using controversy to keep her name trending. Billie fans are already calling this fake, forced, and opportunistic. And they're right. Let's not forget Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. You could not pick two more polarizing names to stir backlash. Swifties are divided over Ed, with some calling him boring and outdated, while others defend him as loyal. Bieber is gasoline on the fire. His history with Scooter Braun, the very man Taylor has publicly battled over her masters, makes his invite almost insulting. Fans are accusing Taylor of selling out, of forgiving the unforgivable just for headlines. Imagine the optics of Taylor clinking glasses with Bieber while her fans are still seething about the Scooter Braun scandal. It's a betrayal, and she knows it. That's what makes this so powerful and so infuriating at the same time. Taylor Swift is showing the entire world that she doesn't need your approval. She doesn't need your loyalty. She doesn't even need your forgiveness. She can do whatever the hell she wants, and you're still going to tune in. She's betting on the fact that even the haters won't look away. And she's right. Look at us right here dissecting every single name, every single photo, every single detail of this release party. She's already won. But here's where it gets really ugly. The backlash isn't just online sniping anymore, it's turning into a full-blown cultural divide. Swifties versus Bayhive, Swifties versus Beliebers, Swifties versus Billy fans. It's a battlefield out there, and Taylor has positioned herself right in the middle as the general commanding all the chaos. Fans are literally tearing each other apart. Friendships are breaking online, people are unfollowing, blocking, and cursing each other out, all because of a guest list. That's how toxic this has become. And I'll say it again, Taylor wants this. She thrives on this. This isn't just an album release. This is a coronation, a demonstration of absolute power, a reminder that she can make the entire entertainment industry bend to her will. And if you're jealous, angry, bitter, or even just exhausted by it, too bad, because the more you talk, the bigger she gets. So yes, this release party is going to be remembered, but not for the champagne, not for the performances, not even for the music. It's going to be remembered as the night Taylor Swift made fans jealous, made critics furious, made enemies squirm, and made sure her name would dominate the headlines for weeks. And the truth is, you can't stop watching.